The rematch between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz Jr. is going to be taking place in Saudi Arabia, December 7th. We had Cardiff in the running, we had MSG, I thought that made sense to right the wrong where the disaster took place. And then we had also Mexico. I think that was a bit ambitious by Andy Ruiz, but no, it's going to be taking place in the closed kingdom of Saudi Arabia. You don't have to think too long and hard why it's taking place there. Seems to have been wrapped up really quickly. Obviously, it was an option there. Lots of money has been put down and everybody has nodded their heads. Now, my initial thoughts are, this isn't too bad. It's the heavyweight championship of the world. And too often in the modern times, we've seen the vast majority of big fights just take place in Vegas. And while Vegas is a classic, iconic destination, which will always be in circulation for big fights, it can get a bit samey, particularly when you had someone like Mayweather who just spammed Vegas. Somewhere like Saudi can give these really big fights, you know, a different flavour. Where the fight takes place goes into the story of the fight. So that part of it is pretty cool. The interesting, or kind of, what's the word, eyebrow-raising point here is that you can't drink in Saudi Arabia. And the vast majority of AJ's fans are those Sweet Caroline singing lagerlouts, you could say. A lot of them are casuals. You know, they're the people who fill the stadiums. They don't really know their boxing, and I very much doubt, now that you can't drink there and they know that, I doubt they will be getting a plane trip over December 7th. So it's going to be an interesting kind of atmosphere. We'll really see who the die-hard AJ fans are when we see the Brits over there. It's a couple of hours ahead, and it's over here on Sky Sports box office in the UK, so we're going to have to watch it a bit past midnight. Not too painful, I'm sure everyone will happily stay up for that, but yeah, we had the initial fight, didn't we, in Saudi between George Groves and Callum Smith, the first world title fight there. That showed that it was a viable venue, but now with this huge rematch at heavyweight, I think Saudi could be announcing itself as one of the real giants to have big boxing fights in. I don't think I really know enough at the moment to do a prediction. I've got to see how AJ's preparation goes and all that jazz, but an interesting location nonetheless. Saudi, of course, is loaded with money, so again, it's not too difficult to understand why it's taking place there. What do you think of this? What kind of atmosphere is it going to be? Where would you have preferred the fight to be? And as an early one, who do you think is going to win?